Hey everyone, Dr. Adam here at the Joint in Clayton. Just wanted to make a quick video. Obviously this week we've seen a lot of snow come through and it's not going to stop anytime soon, so I wanted to do a quick video on better tips to when you're out there shoveling snow, how you can do that with less injury. So a couple of quick points, and probably the first and favorite, of course, as far as the first tip is going to be to get somebody else to do it. You can get your kid or your neighbor or pay somebody else. That's always a good idea. But if you have to do it yourself, you want to make sure that your shovel, and in this case I'm just using our mop for presentation purposes, you want to make sure that the shovel at least comes up to somewhere in your chest. You don't want to be using a little short shovel where you're having to bend over too much. Okay? So first off, making sure this is your shovel is high enough. As you start, you want to be able to take your time with it. Try not to be in a rush. Usually when you're in a rush, you either stop breathing, and that's the other thing, is you want to make sure you're breathing, because if you're trying to lift heavy things and you forget to breathe, then you're more likely to injure that low back. So breathing is important. Taking your time is important. As you start to shovel, you want to keep the shovel in front of you the entire time. So ideally, as you start to take the snow up, bring it up a little bit, and then you don't want to be coming back like this. You don't want to be twisting and torquing the spine at all. You want to try to keep the shovel in front of you, and then as you're coming forward, you try to keep the shovel in front of you. Now, the other thing is, you don't want to be bent forward in flexion too much. You want to try to use your knees and come down a little bit, versus coming all the way like this and then up into too much extension as well. So keeping it out in front of you the whole time. Try to keep it light. Like I said, that's why it's important to take your time too. You don't want to be just trying to fill the entire piece of the shovel up with 10 pounds of snow and then try to get it over your shoulder. So keeping it light and then keeping the shovel in front of you the whole time with your knees bent, utilizing more of your legs and your hips versus your low back and your upper back. And then, like I said, try not to torque the spine. Those are typically where the biggest injuries are coming from. Another simple tip also is you can also typically spray down the end of the shovel with a little bit of like oil or canola oil or something like that. That typically helps it to be a little more slick, to where that snow, as you're shoveling, comes off a little easier, so you're not having to shake a big heavy chunk of snow off the shovel as well. So those are just a few of quick things you can think about before you start to shovel, because as I said, it's not going to stop anytime soon, so you want your body and your low back to be a little more prepared for when y'all are out there doing that this winter. So if y'all have any questions, let us know here at the office, and I hope you'll have a great holiday season. Thanks.